Hey everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the Thread Raiders Twitch channel for our Extra Life Fun. And we are here with another installment of Get to Know a Thread Raider. And this Thread Raider is a very good friend of mine. He is honestly one of my favorite people on earth. I get to play D&D with him every week since like January.
I
It's
think
been
so at this
yeah,
point.
late January is when we started that.
Yeah.
Uh, you may
Dang.
know him as Thymbraeus or Thymbraeus or Thyme or whatever, but I know him as Adam. Adam, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. It's a day. I am awake. I feel like I've been awake for like 20 hours at this point. It's only
Yeah.
been like 12, so but
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
13, sorry, 13.
Right. Well, that's basically how we're feeling this day with Extra Life going on. Our 48-hour stream is long, but awesome. So we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna get to know Adam a little bit deeper then and get to know the person behind the screen. So, Adam, the first question we're gonna start with is, and it's in your own words,
Oh
but
Lordy.
what is a thread raider?
Um, like for me, when I got introduced to the group, it was probably about so I started being on Twitter maybe in like 2008,
Okay.
and then I stopped in like 2008, like 2 months later, because like it wasn't there was nothing really as much there. I think it was like around that time. I don't know when Twitter started, but like I was never on there, and then I want to say it was like maybe a year and a half ago. I started back up on it. I was like, like why not? Like I have nothing else to do with my time. I may as well just and so I started following tabletop groups because I just really started to get into like regularly playing with the group that I play with, just starting again now,
Mhm.
and like art people and stuff like that. And then CA brought me into um, the Twitter DM group,
Right.
and it was just like it was nice. It was nice. I think that's like a good word for it. Like there's bigger, better words potentially, but like for me, it was just nice because there was a lot of people. There was all these different walks of life, and it was just a group of people coming together to have fun. And like there wasn't anything beyond that really when we started out.
Yeah.
Like it was a group of people dicking around, and like as it got a little bit bigger, it was fun to like see how many people were kind of attracted to this. And it was nice to have a place that was like no matter what, you had some place to go and talk, not talk, like whatever you
Right.
needed at that point.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so it is just like it's nice. I think
Yeah.
that is my word for thread writers,
I
is
love
just
that.
nice.
That is, I mean, that's apt for sure. And I think most of us feel the same way. Uh, so with so obviously, we all come from the TTRPG Twitter community, and that's pretty much how most of us or all of us really met. And Thread Raider that comes literally from Twitter. Um, but what does your real life look like? Like, what is your day job?
I work at a grocery store. I make sure that there is food everywhere. I deal with like companies. I
Okay.
do I'm like the middle person between like the store and a lot of the different companies. I make orders and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I deal with people for half of my day. It's fun. It's a good job for me.
That's a really good job for you. um, so we're gonna skip over to our first rapid fire,
Oh
and
lordy.
this one here is really simple. It is an either or. Okay,
Okay.
so
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
list some things.
I,
You choose one.
mm,
You can say both. No, no, no,
I
no.
can't. Are you sure?
You can say, is it
Neither.
both or none? I'm trying to remember. Oh, just say one, and we'll make it
Okay.
easier that way.
Unless I
Um,
have extremely strong feelings.
sure, sure. So first one, Fred
Mhm.
Raiders, pizza or tacos?
Uh, Pizza,
Video games or board games?
video games.
Coke or Pepsi?
Uh, this one is a trick question. Regular Coke, cherry Pepsi.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Cherry Coke is disgusting.
Cherry Coke is gross, but
Cherry Pepsi is delicious.
cherry Pepsi is great. But I'm
Hmm.
also a Pepsi person, so
Like
you
I,
know I'm biased.
Pepsi is okay, but like cherry Pepsi is like the drink.
Winter or summer?
Winter, summer sucks and it's too hot.
Yep. Game of Thrones or Stranger Things?
Uh, I'm gonna go Stranger Things.
Okay,
I haven't read all of Game of Thrones. That's main reason.
get that. Marvel or DC?
Really, both. Neither, no preference. Like I was never big into like X-Men was probably my like comic book that I like read as a kid, but
Mhm.
like both of them have very good ones.
Okay,
Like now, um, we'll go Marvel.
okay.
We'll go Marvel.
Rock or hip hop?
Uh, Hip hop,
Spicy or mild?
spicy.
Texting. Whoa, that
Ugh.
that's not a word. Texting. Or talking. Can't do that.
In general, texting depends on the person.
Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility,
Cake or pie?
cake,
And finally, cats or dogs?
dogs,
Wow.
cats are evil.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Uh, okay, so my brother
Cat
has been
shaming.
into the hospital for because of cats far more than he has been to the hospital for dogs.
Sure, sure.
We'll go
I
with that.
no, I can see that. So we obviously I had mentioned before we all came from the TTRPG Twitter community. What was your introduction to TTRPGs?
My introduction was stealing my brother's Monster Manual and Player Handbook when he was in college.
Right.
I my first time ever experienced Dungeons and Dragons was when I had to tag along with him to a game he was going to. I completely ignored everything that was going on because there was just a bunch of people talking, and I was like 10. So I was like, this is lame. I'm going to go hang out with the other kids my age.
Right.
The first time I played was in college. We did a simple combat encounter where we killed frost giants, which is appropriate considering what,
What we're doing
we're
now
in
in
the
Threads of
middle
Fate?
of.
Yep, yep, yep.
Uh, but the first time I ever played an actual game was on my birthday one year. They did a one shot for my birthday. I died. It was great.
Wow.
It was very appropriate.
That sounds like a very happy birthday.
It was.
So the Thread Raiders in general, we are big on talking about food. We love to talk about food.
Food
Uh,
is
it
delicious.
is endless, but it is wonderful. With that in mind, if you had to choose your very last meal, like that was it,
Mm,
the pinnacle of what you want to eat for like the last time in your life, what would that be?
stew, beef
Stew?
stew.
Beef stew? Any particular beef stew?
Uh, the most boring beef stew ever.
Awesome.
Uh, Potatoes, carrots, beef.
Ah, yep, yep. Oh, I'm all about that.
It's
Uh,
delicious.
yeah. So let's bounce over to another rapid fire, and this one is word association.
Mm,
Okay?
fun. This won't be awful at all.
No, no, not at all. So we'll start off again with tacos.
So just first word
First
that
word that
comes to
comes to
mind.
mind. First word. Poof.
Beef.
Twitter.
Art.
D&D.
Friday night.
Puns.
Pun bard.
Kilts.
Renfest.
Pizza.
Pepperoni.
Dogs.
Cats.
Cats.
Dogs.
Pineapple.
Coconut.
Mayo.
Ugh.
Morning.
Wrong. What was that one?
Morning.
Uh, Breakfast.
Nighttime.
Sleep.
Thread raiders.
Tacos.
I think that's my favorite one yet. All right. Um, so we just talked about food.
Mm,
Now,
I'm hungry.
if there was a food
Hmm.
that you could ban from existence, what would it be?
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Huh.
I'm allergic.
Oh, okay. Well,
Deathly allergic.
I think that is the first time someone's answered something they were allergic to. Awesome. Because that
It stops
is,
me breathing.
that's
So like
perfect.
if I
Yeah.
could get rid of it, that would be nice. Plus hummus is disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Partially because I'm deathly allergic to it,
Yeah.
probably.
I mean, obviously, if I was allergic to something, I wouldn't want to eat
This
it
is
either.
terrible. It stops you breathing.
I
Why would
know.
anyone eat this?
And too much garlic.
Hmm.
Um,
You can never have too much garlic.
yeah, I agree, but some people. Um, so we talked about your day job. What does a typical day off look like for you?
My typical day off is usually waking up 2 hours later, so 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, Cleaning, watching a lot of Twitch, uh, trying to fit in at least a little bit of video games, and then prepping for Wednesday nights,
Of course.
which I really need to do this weekend.
Wednesday nights, right here on Thread Raiders Twitch channel, you can see Adam running Hardall. Yes, it's fantastic. Um, so our final rapid fire is name that Thread Raider. Okay?
Oh no, I'm terrible at this.
So I'm gonna just say something,
Okay.
and you tell me the Thread Raider it brings to mind. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, real
I'm
simple
terrible at this.
ish. So first one's pretty easy, I think, for most people, but I gotta ask it. Biggest flirt.
That's David.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Most
he just beats out CA.
just a little, yeah, just a bit, yeah. Most sensible.
I think Joy gets that one.
Most talkative.
Um, that one's difficult. Uh, TK.
Okay. Biggest jokester.
Oh, I think we all get that one.
That's fair. Best smile.
I think you get that one, Matty.
Aw. Okay. Softest heart.
Joy gets that one.
Mm. Uh, Biggest eater.
Coco.
And finally, quickest wit.
Not me.
What?
I'm having such difficult thinking of people.
Well, I mean, maybe
Um,
with this, but
yeah,
no.
no, like I'm terrible.
I think generally you're very witty.
Quickest wit. I don't know who would get that one. I think that we're all about even.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think there's anyone that jumps out to me. I think
That's
everybody has their own moments where they just.
I honestly that's completely true, and all this here is totally subjective. But it's fun to do.
Mm,
And with that, this was our shortest get to know a thread raider. Wow. Um, and I thought it would be the longest, to be
hey,
honest.
hey, if I could list every single show that I'm in like under 10 seconds,
I mean, yeah, that's true. You are in a lot of stuff.
I
And
am. I'm
with that
everywhere.
said, Adam, why don't you tell the folks at home where they can find you on the internet, and if you have
Oh.
any last closing thoughts for the folks at home?
So on Sundays, you can catch me over on Savrik's channel at 7:30 p.m. CST, playing a Fallout campaign. It's super fun. I play Isaac Blackwell, a naive, optimistic, happy, probably horribly depressed and sad at this point, scientist. It's Fallout. He's something terrible is going to happen to him. On Mondays, I get to play my own IRL game, which is so much fun, and I'm going to start like tweeting it because it's ridiculous. We killed farting goblins last time, and it was very, very entertaining.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and it's great.
oh, I want to play
Tuesdays,
that.
every other week, I play in Shadowrun with TK and Quinn and the Elfiest Elf. We are going to be starting up for realsies soon. Then on the other Tuesdays, me and TK and some friends are doing a supernatural themed RPG, which I helped rework to be a little bit more appropriate. Wednesdays, I run my homebrew, Hyardal A Wolf's Age, here on Thread Raiders at 6 p.m. Central Time. Thursdays, you can catch me on my Twitch channel at 6 p.m. Central Time doing Curse of Strahd. Fridays, I am on Soul Bear RPG with Matty and a bunch of other lovely people doing Threads of Fate. And Saturdays, I don't do anything because it's one of my days off, and I just sit on my butt and watch other people play.
And that's a good thing because I
You
mean,
need a day off. You need a
yeah,
day off.
I
Like,
mean, shit. I need more than one day off, but I'm old, so
I'm young and full of life,
yeah, you
so
are.
but yeah, no, it's awesome. And like half of these games wouldn't exist without the Thread Raiders. Like when I started, like when I joined this lovely community, I was in one game that I was DMing, and that ended up falling apart because of schedules. And now I'm in 7, and like half of them are because of this group.
Yep.
So it's awesome and it's ridiculous.
And it's also, just bloody fantastic.
It really
Uh,
is.
so, thank you all for hanging out with us, and stay tuned. We have more fun here on the Thread Raiders Twitch channel for Extra Life. Please stick around, watch our silliness, and if you can, donate some money for the kids. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.